I'm on deck the dawn we sail into New York. I'm sure I'm in a film that it will end and lights will come up in a lyric cinema. I can pick out the Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building, the Brooklyn Bridge. A man beside me says, "Isn't this a great country altogether?" I say, "'Tis." See, I was born in Brooklyn. My father and mother should have stayed in New York, where they met and married and where I spent most of my infantry. Instead, they returned to Limerick, Ireland, when I was 4. My brother Malachi 3, the twins Oliver and Eugene barely 1, and my sister Margaret dead and gone. I look back at my childhood and wonder how I survived it all. It was, of course, a miserable childhood. Worse than the ordinary miserable childhood is the miserable Irish childhood. And worse yet is the miserable Irish Catholic childhood. Living with the disgrace of a father was the most exciting part. All he did was sit on his arse all day. He hardly worked. And when he did, he'd come home late at night hollering Kevin Barry songs at the top of his lungs, and that's when we knew we'd have to get up, line ourselves in front of him, and promise to die for Ireland in order to get a penny. And so went our meal for the next few days, but at least we could get a piece of toffee from the corner shop. He had the Irishman's purse, people said. Dad didn't talk to anyone in Mam's family, and she didn't talk to him because they would also say he's from the north and he has the odd manner. So Mom cared for us alone. She made sure we were prim and proper, taught us manners, and took us to school. We survived off dole money given from the church. Then Dad got a job, working in England for the war efforts. He was gone, and we waited nights for the telegram boy to come with our money, but he never came. And when the twins died, all Mam did was sit by the window and cry, or weep on her bed and yearn for lemonade. I knew it was wrong to steal from Kathleen, with the way she was so good to us, and that it was a sin, but I stuck the bread up my jersey with the lemonade and promised to tell everything in confession. My brothers and I, we stole coal, wood, and turf, but we weren't picking it off the roads the way Mom told us not to. We weren't beggars. Yet. I realized one day when coming home from school, there was my mother by the church, my own mother, begging. This was even worse than the dole. It was the worst kind of shame. And eating that first meal in weeks, I didn't dare look upon my mother, the beggar. And soon we were evicted. Mom's cousin, Lemon Griffin, took us in. I hated the place. He never gave us enough food, and there were always strange sounds coming from his bedroom where he and Mom slept at night. So I started working again. I worked with Mr. Hannon after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and half day on Sunday morning, and that meant 3 shillings for my mother. I worked every day delivering telegrams for Mrs. O'Connell. One day, I forgot to clean Lemon Griffin's chamber pot. He beat me till I was blue and red all over. Mom was screaming and crying when it was over, and instead of telling me, she went up to his bedroom. And I hear Mom crying and telling Lemon Griffin, "He's only a boy," and she cries and begs until there's whispering and grunting and moaning and nothing. And I finally knew why he agreed to take us in. I move out. I live with Aunt Aggie while I work so I can go to America. I work for an English Protestant man delivering Protestant newspapers and writing letters. Catholics weren't supposed to talk to Protestants, and if they did, they would go to hell, but I don't care. The conditions we were living in were worse than hell, and soon I'd be out of this one. Mom soon is out of Lemon's house, and Malachi has a job too. I'm 17, 18, going on 19, working away and building onto my fare to go to America. A few months later, I have enough. And here I sail to the land of my birth. My miserable childhood wasn't for nothing after all, and what I've learned, the happy childhood is hardly worth the while.